The great rivalries in Olympic memory with the U.S. and Canada earlier today. I know, Reggie, you were up and locked in for that gold medal hockey game. A huge congrats.
The Hughes brothers.
What a finish to that one. What a finish to the Olympics over the last week or so.
Yes.
Alyssa Liu coming back with gold. Michaela Schifrin getting it done again. On the bounce, knocked away by Vucevic. Brown's back on the floor for Boston. Out there with Hauser, White, Vucevic, and Pritchard. Brown trying to weave his way through, and a foul's going to be called on the floor. Reeves and Vanderbilt, our NBC family, for producing nothing but outstanding and riveting television for the last 2 weeks. Brown fend off. No. Vucevic trying to swipe at it, and Hachimura couldn't claim it. Vanderbilt does. Well, this is a Laker lineup without Doncic. It's going to be Reeves, Smart, James, Hachimura, and Vanderbilt. LeBron James. Lakers have gone cold after that hot start. They had a really hot start in the first quarter a couple nights ago against the Clippers, trying to find that same offensive ceiling that they had in that one. Pritchard against Rui. Bounce it. Hauser's already hit a couple of threes. It's a two-man game, knocked away by Hachimura. 3 to shoot. Pritchard's going to have to make it happen. Oh, fire from the logo.
Oh!
Peyton Pritchard cans one from deep.
Yes, he did. He had Rui slide to the left, slide to the right.
Wow.
Nice.
Maybe it's just something with him and buzzers. I don't know. When the buzzer is near, he is at his greatest. 8 to shoot now for Hachimura on the outside. Jab on Hauser. Makes his move with 4. Spins, double, Smart, the former Celtic. Can't hit the 3. Over the top, Vanderbilt. Second chance for Reeves. Already 5 rebounds in 4 minutes off the bench for Jared Vanderbilt. But the Celtics feel like they can take some control here early in the second. And then Vanderbilt commits the foul.
I talked to you about this, and he said the team, especially its head coach, Joe Mazzulla, used the talk as motivation to show people what we are capable of. Jaylen Brown told me he took all this noise personally. He told me as a competitor, he's always looking for motivation, and everyone else's opinions just add fuel to the fire, and whatever the process is for these Celtics, it's working.
Well, guys, it feels like anybody who has a chip on their shoulder at the highest form of athletics, that generally does you good. Not always, but certainly in the case of the Celtics this year, we've seen it from guys like Pritchard and White and Queta and Hauser and so many others. And Brown is going to be fouled by his former teammate Marcus Smart.
But I think the big storyline, especially in this second half, going forward, is he going to come back at some point this season? I mean, that's a lot of the chatter here. This Celtics team right now currently sitting second in the Eastern Conference.
James puts the head down, can't score. And a foul's going to be called on Ayton on his Hope comeback. I just saw the beginnings of that, the origins from last year's playoff with the injury, a peek behind the curtain. And it is as much mental as it is physical for Tatum and for the rest of this team. He's been very open on the fact that this team has played incredibly well without him. Jaylen Brown has blossomed into an MVP candidate. As White comes up short, he has to fit into that, not the other way around.
Agree, 100%. And the way that Jaylen Brown has been playing as the de facto leader of this team, that's definitely going to be a dynamic to watch as Vanderbilt knocks down one of those corner threes.
And now look what Vanderbilt's doing. He's denying Peyton Pritchard. He's using his energy there. And you look at Brown and Smart. Think about the one-on-ones they've had in practice for so many years. Ain't no tendencies, and that's why Brown is trying to set screens to get Smart off of him.
Works this time. Smart attacks to Hauser. That means that Ayton has Brown on the outside instead.
Straight cash. Peyton Pritchard. That was nasty. And a steal for Brown.
Off to the races against James. Stop. Wait. Brown. Attack. Inside. Queta had it knocked out of bounds by Vanderbilt.
Well, you're used to
At the end of that shot clock, and that step back, a couple of major highlights, but a turnover here for Boston. Queta is down.
he got kneed in the head.
Queta is still down. Brown late to recover. Ayton can't finish it. Pritchard trying to claim it. He does on the ground. Bounces it for Sharman. Queta's back on his feet. Now Brown attacks. And Brown, with a lot of contact, is going to the free throw line. It looked like. So Brown first the technical. 78% on the season, puts his team back up by 2. He's got 7 on 3 of 9 shooting. Marcus Smart still pleading his case. Well, we asked both these coaches what it feels like being a part of this rivalry, and Joe Mazzulla said that more than anything in both of these franchises, that coached for both of these franchises, that were associated with both of these franchises. Now we got a technical foul on Marcus Smart. He wouldn't stop. Michael Smith gave him some leeway, but he just kept going. And finally, the 33rd season veteran of
still frustrated. Wanted to finish the conversation. The official, Michael Smith, had enough.
Well, Brown doesn't hit on that one. So technical fouls to Reeves. This is where he picks up his tee.
To pick up his technical. Back-to-back misses.
Finally, Michael Smith had enough. It was his 6th technical of the season. And Brown will get a 4th free throw here. He's gone 1 for 3 so far. 2 for 4. So essentially, it was as if he just made his 2 free throws from the foul.
A lot more emotion involved in this game now, though.
Look at the point of picking up defensively. Another steal, the 3rd by Brown here.
Shireman on the perfect feed from Brown, and a timeout called by J.J. Redick.
Memory so sharp. I said, all right, coach, all the championships, which one challenged you the most? He said 1985 because I messed up in 84 and I had to prove myself. Also, for those who didn't know, he was on our NBC team for 1 season. But between the Lakers and the Knicks, believe it or not, he said, hey, I got nervous for TV. Game recognizes game.
Well, let's not forget, Zora, he did also start in broadcasting with the Lakers before eventually deciding that he was going to join the coaching staff and then work his way up. I love that the statue has him in the Armani shoot, by the way, which wouldn't have it any other way. Doncic on the other end, back out there, and letting it fly, comes up short. Pritchard, Shireman, Cada, Hauser, and Jaylen Brown. Pritchard stop on a dime. Shireman's 3. And the rebound falls to Kennard. That's the midway point of the 2nd quarter. The Lakers down to 42% from the floor, 4 of 9 from 3. Reeves thought he got hit. Comes up short.
And those are tough shots right there from the standpoint that rear view contest always bothers you. You're always thinking about it. Even if it doesn't block it, you know it's there.
He wants to take Luka.
Good defense by Luka. Now it's Brown on Smart, carving a path, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Closer game.
It's 3rd, but this game continues like that. You're going to need that challenge in the 2nd half.
Take another look at it. Conclusive to overturn. So Brown will get 1 more free throw. And he's in double figures now with 10. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals for Jaylen Brown.
Importantly, 6 free throw attempts here in this 1st half.
This is the man that leads the NBA in that category. Going right at the rookie once again. Couple of bumps, got the contact, and now he'll shoot 2.
But even that one, that took Luka more energy to get the ball from the beginning of the play all the way there just to get where him down.
Take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule as Doncic is up to 11 points. Knicks at Cavaliers, 7:30 Eastern. Timberwolves at Trailblazers, 10 p.m. Eastern. That is correct. It is Peacock doubleheader on Tuesday. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
And what a comeback by New York last night versus Houston. 18 points down in the 4th. And really, their defense got them back. Alvarado.
That felt like an Alvarado type of play from LaRapio right there.
Good defense because he had a dunk.
Doncic got a good screen. Got a good 3. He was arguing it should have been foul call as well, and as a result, he got slept.
That's right, because he was arguing on the floor. An easy layup there by Gonzalez at the other end. If Doncic gets up off the floor and runs back, there's no way then Gonzalez gets that easy lay-in.
Hugo's talked about the biggest difference. Oh, they left him alone this time.
Short.
Another leak out for Gonzalez. He thinks the game so well. Said that's been the biggest thing that he took away from EuroLeague is it's the most cerebral game in the world as Keita gets an easy deuce inside.
And right there, man, where he's supposed to tag and help and be the last line of defense, he wasn't there because he had a shooter and tested the Celtics trust. The Lakers trust, excuse me.
Off the screen, Doncic is fouled by Brown. For tonight, 14 points and 2 assists in 13 minutes. James will come back in for 9 deep. The Lakers, they've gone 10 with Vanderbilt and Hayes, although Hayes has only played 5 minutes. Keep an eye on him. Handoff Pritchard, drive and kick. 12 to shoot for White. On the attack, spray it out. Extra goes to White. Brown missed it short. Back outside, Derek White's 3. Too strong.
One more pass to his right there for Derek White. We had Pritchard wide open.
They had Kennard wide open, and Hachimura can't cash in on the other side.
Look at already 6 rebounds here.
White on the attack. Goes right at Ayton for 2. (46-41). The Celtics shooting 49% from the floor, just 5 of 15 from 3. Luka Doncic. That is throwback.
So those are the easy points Luka gets that doesn't take energy. He can do that all day. You want to make it a little bit tougher for him. Derek White's a great defender, but Luka got right where he needed to get the easy bucket.
Brown directing traffic. Pritchard, cross, dancing on Doncic, gives it up. It's a 3, and it's good for Derek White. Lakers have wasted no time trying to get into their offense. Now it's James who has the switch on Pritchard. Gonzalez staying tight to Doncic, so we'll give it to James in the post. LeBron double comes. Pull up hop. It's Hachimura short. Good.